All right, friend. Here we are, Solaris and I, broadcasting live, yay, from the Griffin's Loft. That's right. We're sitting here at the Griffin's Loft. It's a beautiful January afternoon. It's January the 20th, the day of the inauguration. This is a very, very special, auspicious, and for most of us, I think, a very exciting day. Right, Solaris?
Very exciting.
What kind of things astrologically are going on today that's going to make this so extra special and so powerful?
Let's see. Well, what's interesting about it is with Obama being elected, his north node was in Leo and his south node was in Aquarius. So what's going on right now, there's an eclipse coming with the solar and lunar eclipses in Leo and Aquarius, and they're going to be aspecting his north and south nodes. So he's going into a time frame where he's really going to be standing up to his soul destiny. And he's supposed to be the king of the United States because the Leo energy on the north node is the king. Him and Biden, they both have that Leo north node. So they're both going to be stepping really into their power and embracing their own changes right now.
Talk a little bit more about the nodes. What do the nodes exactly mean, Solaris?
The south node, it means what you've done and already mastered and perfected in a past life. The north node is what you came here to really master and move towards as a soul destiny, your greatest growth experience, things you want to move towards.
That's really powerful because those are like antipodal energies, Leo and Aquarius.
Yes.
So there's kind of like a lot of tension there in a sense, isn't there?
There's a lot of tension because people always want to fall back into their past. They always want to do what they already knew. So to grow, it's about stepping out of the box and really taking that risk and that courage, moving forward and going into the unknown. For them, it's about the Leo energy, which is all about really like ruling and leadership and the king and the power and all of that which goes with it, the recognition and the glory, all that.
Now we're also in a Mercury retrograde right now too, right?
Yes, we are.
What kind of effect does that have?
Well, it's very interesting because you'll start to see that the retrograde will affect technologies, computers, phones. It'll be really interesting. You're not really supposed to make too many new beginnings and make major decisions during a retrograde. But I think for them, since they have such a past life planet of Aquarius, that the Mercury retrograde in Aquarius is just helping them really purify out things that they've already done before, allowing them to break free.
Ah, okay. So it's not really having a big inhibiting effect or like an effect where things are going to be mistakes or things have to be repeated. It's
more so really just, cleaning up some things because Mercury retrograde is all about repairing, and I know that Obama is really trying to repair the country.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's a good time to really focus on fixing things. So I think that's what he's doing. As well as for him, both of them actually, the solar and lunar eclipse on January 26th and on February 9th were going to be major days for them. So I would keep a lookout for what happens for both people on those days.
excellent. Excellent. Is there any other factors that are of real interest right now? Other retrogrades going on right now, or anything that's
everything else is pretty good right now. It's interesting with the Saturn that's been in Virgo for a while and Pluto that just moved into Capricorn because it's allowing all of the financial energy and the material energy to really come into being and kind of come back into its own, fixing itself in that way. Let's see. I think that's basically what's going on right now. What about with your tarot and that sort of side? What have you seen coming up for everybody?
Well, what I've been seeing coming up is it's been kind of interesting. Okay, I actually went ahead and pulled some cards on it today.
What'd you pull?
And the first card I pulled, let me reach over here. The first card I pulled kind of represents the recent past. I'm going to hold this up. Okay, it's going to be a little bit of a.
There we go.
Okay, there's a glare on the screen, but I'm going to try to show it. So it's not a problem. This is the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords, I'll put it right in Solaris's face. I'm just trying to hold it up so we can see it, but it is tricky because of the...
That's
okay,
perfect.
That's better, okay. Because the lighting here is kind of reflecting off the computer screen and giving it a glare. That's always a challenge. But the Three of Swords is kind of sadness. It's sort of an anguish, a bitterness, and that's where we've been. I mean, a lot of people, it's understandable. People are losing homes.
Yeah.
People are not feeling good about the economy, not feeling good about the country, or feeling bad about our standing in the world. So it's understandable that you're going to have a negative energy like the Three of Swords.
Right.
And then if I went ahead and pulled up another card, which I do, I go to the present. Here we have Mr. Obama as the Knight. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. There's a lot of glare.
That's all right.
Okay,
That looks
we'll
good.
get it up there. Knight, there we go.
There we go, that's
Knight of
Knight.
Wands. The Knight of Wands is here. Now, the Knight of Wands is a gentleman just flying off on a sword, just charging away. He's just zooming off into new things. Now, Obama,
Good.
of course, is very enthusiastic. I think he's got a lot of energy. I think he's a real good man, and he has nothing but the best of intentions for our country. Yes, he may have a bit of an ego at times. He may be seemingly a little smug. He may seem a little bit, to some people at least, overly self-assured.
That's kind of a
But-
Leo quality anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of a Leo quality, and as me being Aquarius with a Leo rising, I can kind of relate.
You gotta relate to that.
I can kind of relate to that. But what it's progressing towards, okay, and it stymied me when I first saw it, okay, because it's not really a great card. What it is the Ten of Swords. I'm going to try to show this. You know, the webcam is a little bit tough. Get the lighting. Get the lighting.
There we go.
There we go. We can get it to come through a bit.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Ten of Swords. Entitled Ruin. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to ruin the country, okay? But what it generally is, the Ten of Swords are mental energy, okay? And it's like the mind just racing and just running away with itself and just going into the most painful area that it possibly can. This is basically the mind overamping. So as people get into the changes that are going to be taking place, it's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to definitely give people some spikes of anxiety,
Yeah.
just because of the fact that it's changed. And this guy's definitely serious about changing things. And it's easy to say, yeah, I want change, but then when it starts to happen, all right,
People get scared.
And I'm going to also say, I like Obama. I'm also going to say this as well. He can't walk on water. He's not going to make water into wine. Okay? You know, he's not going to take a loaf of bread and a fish and feed the multitudes. And people have an expectation.
They have a really high
A
expectation.
very, very high
Yeah,
expectation.
yeah.
He's a human being.
Yeah.
Okay? He's a human being. He's not a messiah. He's not going
Right.
to magically transform the mess that we're in overnight. It took a long time to get here. It's going to take some time to get out of it. But I know we're going to see some positive transformations with him.
Absolutely.
I know it's going to be better with him. It's just in the meantime, as these transitions take place, going to definitely be tricky.
Yeah. Mhm.
Definitely have its moments.
Definitely.
Well, Solaris, did you have anything else you wanted to say about?
Well, it's interesting how you said about how, people are going through change, and with the Capricorn, Pluto going into Capricorn now, Pluto is all about breaking down society to rebuild it, all about the transformational kind of Scorpio energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Capricorn right now, and Capricorn represents everything corporate and financial and banking and, structures that have been in place for quite a while. So Obama's going to be encountering and really probably implementing the change of his Aquarius South Node energy, and really using that to break down the structures that don't work anymore, to really recreate a society anew. So I think that there's the financial side of things and the business corporate side of things is really an area that's going to be targeted.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for sitting with me
Thank you.
today
I
and
appreciate
sharing.
this.
Yeah, it was fun, and thank you, friend.
Thank you for watching.
for watching, for tuning in to our live broadcast here from the Griffin's Loft in Davie, Florida.
Thank you.
Okay, folk, have a great day.